Hey besties, this is gonna be my second little art blog because I just finished the 250 box challenge, which you can see by the number 250 there on this totally blocks. Um, I did not expect to do this today. I just sat down and I did it, and it took me about 30 minutes to get the last 63 boxes I had left. So I was doing about 12 a day, and I was like, I'd like to be done with this. I think I've learned a lesson, which I feel like I have, because a lot of these they were like, instead of it being taking like a minute to do, it was like 10 seconds to like just like, okay, dot 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 dot, okay, now line, ghost line, and then all that. Ghosting is when you practice a thing two times and you do it, which has been really good because now all of my lines are straight when I want them to be, which is great. So I just finished a 250 box challenge, which I don't know if it feels tedious, but it feels like it took that time to click perspective. Um, and I'm going to talk briefly about people. So there's some people that cannot play third person, first person shooters for whatever reason because they have difficulty with that FPV first person view. That's not me, but I understand like some people have that. I maybe have more of a spatial awareness. There's this like chart about like what you can see when you're envisioning things. Like I have no problem envisioning things, just getting the thing on the paper, right? So like as I'm drawing, I'm like, okay, this is what a line should be to hit this perspective, right? So like you're trying to draw the perspective, and you're trying to say like, okay, if this line has to match with this line, it has to match with this line. This line has to match with this line. It has to match with big. They're all vanishing at some point in time, right? So I did that. um, I'd say it's worthwhile. Um, it wastes a lot of paper, I guess, but like you're gonna use the paper anyway. Sometimes I feel bad about using resources. I'm like, I have all this paper right here that it's not doing anything. But yeah, so um, I'm done with the first the first lesson 0 and like lesson 1 of Drawbox, and we go back to like the regular old. I'm going to draw things that are in 3 dimensions or whatever is going to be the next one. I already looked at it. I'm like, okay, I can do this. So let me just. I looked ahead. I'm like, okay, after doing 250 boxes, this next one is going to be simple, right? It's going to feel simple. But so I started thinking about doing a project long term. I talked about it in my regular blog, but it's going to be like a 20-page book of some sort. I did this last night. This sketch took me about 5 minutes. This feels like a lot better than what I've usually been doing. It was the 6th, because I date all my art now. And then I did this one. This is a pal from Pal World. I stole this from somebody. I need to credit them when I find it. I will credit them. Um, but yeah, basically, like I feel like I advanced a lot, and I'm gonna go over the 50% rule here, which is like half of the drawing should be that you're doing for Drawbox should be focused on something you want to have fun with. Like I did more Pal World stuff here. I like Pal World. I need to play it more. Finish that side. Finish this side. This was a drawing somebody was talking on YouTube. But part of it is you want to get 10% better on what you're doing. Land ball, and then another guy saw on YouTube. I'm like, let me just draw that real quick because I think I'm getting to understand what they want you to understand is the perspective, right? And how like the shadows go. So like see how like this half of my face is in shadow because the light's over there, right? So the perspective is that this side should be darker, right? This should be darker because it's got the shadow from my chin and it's got the shadow from no light coming at it. Now if I open this up, right, light. I think that's gonna be the next thing. I have ordered the taco book that is everywhere. It's like $30 on Amazon. I will get a review of that. But so far, I'm very happy with Drawbox. It's kept me focused. I had a thing in 2025. I wanted to learn how to do video game programming again on whatever's new, and I did not follow through with this. But like this feels like doable. This feels like I can follow through with it, and also it's like I'm off my phone and I'm able to just do this. So I'm very happy about that. And we're definitely working. So do I recommend it? Yes. But you have to also want to draw, right? Like we're just working on perspective, and I should start shading things as I do it. I'm gonna do a project. I forget his name. Some YouTube guy. Someone's gonna drop the note in there, but he's like, hey, if you want to do a project, break it down, 5 steps, planning it out. I'm gonna do a storyboard for a 20 page thing. See how I like that. Here's my rules: no more than 4 to 5 panels per page, no more than 20 words per panel. I'm gonna try to tell an original story based on one of my characters or based on something I create. That's it. And I'm going to do a storyboard this next upcoming week. And first I'm going to type it out, and then I'm going to storyboard it out, probably on paper. And then I'm going to see how to do that. Yeah. So I like the idea of focusing on learning the fundamentals, but the other artists are like, so like this is my, I can't prove it, but I kind of have an idea that I'm going to draw every day for at least 10 minutes a day on top of my writing, which is like 30 minutes a day. And I'm going to focus on a project when I'm not doing the specific Drawbox things. And I'm going to combine my writing ability with my storytelling ability, being an entertainer, with the writing of a manga or a little children's book or whatever I'm going to make. And hopefully I can get that pretty good. So that'll be like a first try. So what I did is I ordered the taco book. Should be here on Tuesday. I'm going to review that when those are done. I'm still going to probably work through them. I get like 400 pages each. Then I got the shading book from the Drawbox. The Drawbox recommends, which is like 14 bucks. Not shading. You'll see it. I'll do a review on both of those. If the Drawbox guys like it, pretty much I'm probably going to buy it at this point in time. Just a matter of when. But since I know what I want to do, I want to do manga art. I want to do covers, and I want to do like chibis for my people. I can focus on those things. So next thing is going to be chibi poses, shoujo poses, shonen poses, and that's what the Taco Cat book is for. Taco, maybe taco, maybe it's just taco. And then doing like every day, I'll be doing something like this where I'm just like sketching it out and like just getting the feel for it. Because I did this with pencil and I did this with ink afterwards to try to make it pop. And I'm actually kind of happy with that. There's this like gap between like your ability when you start off and like what you can do, your taste versus your ability, and I feel like I'm getting there. And one of the things I'm doing is I'm focusing on the perspective. I'm focusing on making like 1 to 5% changes based off everything I make, just so I can like improve, right? So like I think it what is this? I forget the name. I have to find the name for my next bad art vlog. But basically, look at what you did for 30 seconds. Is there anything you can do to improve? Focus on that the next time you draw, right? Because I just did like 63 boxes. I finished that challenge. I'm just gonna draw for fun for the rest of the day when I draw, which is I'm probably drawing my kids and then go run some errands because it's a chilly winter day and there's not much going on. And I've commandeered a sketchbook to start drawing when I get there. But yeah, so happy to say I did that. Here's my partial review of Drawbox. Do it if you want to draw. I'm going to keep doing this and I'm going to keep going so you can see the progress. So the thing that I have a question about that maybe you can answer here is like, how do you get from a sketch to a cover, right? Or how do you get to a sketch from a sketch in pencil to a manga, right? And that's kind of what I'm going to learn next. That's kind of like my focus, right? Because I could see like how people do their drafts and they do like the sketch in pencil and pen, right? But I'm like, okay, I can see the bones. Now let me figure out how to turn the bones into finalized products. And that's gonna be the next, like, me making a project. Okay, bones project. Let me make that. So thanks for listening, besties. Um, appreciate you. Drop a comment if you want, if you have any ideas I should go over. I already told some of my friends I will draw like a page, a test page for them. So I'm probably gonna draw a test page for them by next week, and then be like, hey, buddy, here you go. Here's a pretty bad page. Enjoy it, and they'll be like really happy because people love when you do fan art of their work. And I'm like, I want my friends to be happy, so let me just do that, right? All right. Keep fresh, keep going, make bad art.